Okay, here's a quick overview of the modular system that we have been using for most of our websites now that shows you a little bit of how to edit and where to edit and so on and so forth. This will be a quick overview. Details will be done in future or other videos. Thanks. So here we are here at the login point. We're using a MSI Action Group for our demo. So what you do here is, of course, you've already been given your login link, and this is us logging in with ours for this site. So we're just going to log in directly here, and then we will go into the site and show you how this all works. So here's the dashboard. Of course, you notice some things in the dashboard here, depending on what different things that we have set up on your site itself, there will be a slightly different view. I'm going to close some of these here. There's some that I don't need to see. The Backup Buddy one here is irrelevant in this case. Activity, Quick Draft, news, so on and so forth. Hey, just so you know, you can actually go here to the screen options here up in your top right, click there, and you can turn off a bunch of these things too. So if we decide we don't want to see this, the quick draft, or so on and so forth, even at a glance, whatever, get rid of those things. Click those on and off, and that can help do that. So you can do that with your login, and you can even move the panels around, such as what I've just done here. And where that went, I don't know. That's funny. Move those things around. Just kidding. There we go. And just move them into different spots here, just for to customize your own view, if you will. Something that just makes more sense. Here's our contact information right here. We try to put that on all the sites, just so that you are right in tune and know where to find us. Okay, some other things to take a look at here. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll see it's got updates. Those are different updates that need to happen on your website. We'll also be sending out some information to all our clients on a regular basis here, just for looking at your maintenance programs. With those maintenance programs, we do all those updates plus back up your websites. That's important. A little bit different than your hosting packages. It is for your website specifically. Okay, I'm going to skip a lot of this other information that I'm just going to ramble on about here and just go quickly to how to edit pages. Editing posts, which is your pages for your website, or your blogs or news sections and stuff, is done very much the same as your pages. The only difference is when you do a post, you'll have in the right hand side there will be a little check boxes for the categories you wish to post under. That is essential for you to click on, or your post will not show up. I will leave that again for another video. We're going to do pages. So let's go and show all the pages here on the MSI Action Group site. Here we are in there. For the sake of our demo, I'm just going to go through to use the home page that we've used. Now I've noticed if you scroll through, everything here is in alphabetical order, shows all the different pages and that. And when you come to the home page, in this case we've called it home, but it's highlighted and shown here, it says front page. That lets us know which one is the main page of the site. So we're going to go and click edit on that one right there. And that's going to bring us to the actual page back-end editing area. Once it's finished, you'll see that here it has the whole builder thing. Now this may appear slightly different here. We've customized some of those to be the IS development builder. It could be that or the Divi builder here, whichever it may be. All will be used and changed the same. So first of all, we're going to start here, and you'll notice there's different names and stuff and titles for some of these. I'll show you how you can change those titles. But first we're going to go and say, okay, we're going to change the slider. Now let's see here, for the sake, I'm going to open this new video here, okay? Or it's not video, sorry. We're going to open this page in a new window just so you can actually take a look and see what this site looks like. So here we are. This stuff here is bunched up a little bit. That's just because I've really compressed my screen. It's a responsive site. That is a normal thing to happen, because here I'm going to do this just for sake here. What ends up happening is once you get to a certain extent, you see the hamburger menu that shows up right there. And what that is that's showing it more for mobile versions. If I extend this past our video section, look at there, it does stretch out. So that, that's how it does, and it is intended to work. I'm going to scroll down here and just to take a look. So here, right here, we have our MSI Action Group. This is the text and everything that goes in the full width slider. Further down here we have buttons They're all call to actions. We have some general idea about what MSI Action Group has to offer. As we go down a bit further, a little bit more, vision and mission statement and photos there. And we scroll down even more. Hey, here we have some testimonials that if we click on, will open up and we can see and read, of course. What about that? That's great. And lastly, again, we have another call to action. Call to action is really important on the marketing side of things because it does entice and encourage the viewer or the visitor to go and do what the next step is. And that's, of course, what we want you to do when you go to a website. It's part of the marketing side. So here we are on the editing page again. As I mentioned, the full width slider. So let's go take a look and see what that looks like. Here we go. We're going to open that, and using the hamburger menu, it opens up to edit. Okay, scrolling down, you can see how we can show or hide arrows, all these different wonderful little things that we can change if we desire on the actual page. Okay, and this one only has one slide, so it doesn't actually use the animation. That's irrelevant. Parallax effect is just having the background so it stays still. When you scroll, your areas or whatever scroll over top as it stays still. It's kind of neat, and other different things. Kind of neat features here: the phone, tablet, and desktop disable buttons here. You can create separate areas for just phone, tablet, just desktop, and so on and so forth. Kind of good. What I want to show you here on the bottom is the full width slider. We can change that to make it so it's a main slider. Oops. We can change that, and that will actually change on the editing page so we know what those areas are. I tell you this to anybody who's going and using this for the first time, please name it how it's going to make it most sense to you so that when you go in to edit and do anything in your site, it's easy to find. So going back up to the top there, here's our main banner. I'm going to click the hamburger menu again. It's going to open another one, and look at this. Heading, MSI Action Group. Go on down further. Here's our background image that we've uploaded. So this is something we've created and then just simply uploaded. The upload, of course, is just the same as you would with anything else when it comes to your WordPress site. Go in here, you can either choose one that's existing or upload your image. Very, very cool. You can get rid of that because we're not going to do that in this one. Going back further, most things are already preset for you, but you can play with it. I encourage you to have a look. You can change whatever you like there. That's great. If it gets too complex or starts getting into things that you're uncomfortable with, please let us know. We have more than happy to help you out there. Also, part of our maintenance packages are time to work on sites, so that might be something to consider. Okay, here we go. Use text overlay. Now I'm going to go back to the site and show something here. Here we go. I'm going to scroll back up to the banner. Now you see here on this banner here how it's got the white text here, and it's fairly readable, legible. You can kind of tell what's going on. However, some people are not comfortable with it. They don't like that because it's not separate enough. Well, what the text overlay does, let's click that. Text overlay color, click this, go like this, and look at this. We can set this, we're going to say it's black, but we're going to bring it down to a percentage of, say right about there. And I'm going to save that. Now, anything that you do in these sections, go back through, once you've saved, it saves that, but we still have to do the final update of the page. I'm going to scroll down further there, okay, so let's just cover everything on this. So the text overlay, keep going. We've got slide images where you can create little extra images on top of that graphic. You've got enabled to text color, light or dark. Each you may think, oh, that's not quite enough. I'll show you something in a second. And then, of course, our content. That's the stuff that goes under the title. We can add that there. Scroll back up to the top. Oh, advanced design settings. Click there. Look at that. We can customize all the things, including the text header or the header font color. We can change that from white to whatever we like. Look at that. We've got quite the range that we can just pick there. In this case, I'm not going to change any of those things. So we're just going to go back to here. Default. Done. And look at, we can change our sizing and everything as well. As you can see, it's at 52. Spacing between the letters. Line height in case you have multiple lines of text. We can change the body, line height, and everything. And we can even customize the button if we have established a button on the page or on the header to click to go to further areas. I'm going to just shrink this so we can see the whole page there. There we go. And I'm going to kill this one because we don't need to save it. We already did. Now I'm going to save and exit here. And you notice there was advanced settings in that too. Feel free, have a look. Now until we update, nothing happens. So let's do an update here. And once this is finished updating, what we're going to find is, or what we're going to do is go back to the actual page, and it's going to show us. Here we go. I'm going to refresh the page. Now it's going to show us that little difference here, and I notice that the menu's decreased again just because of what we did there. No problem. Okay, so there, now you see that text overlaying behind there. That's not bad, makes it stand out a little bit more. I'm going to leave that actually. I think I kind of like that one. In this case, if the client doesn't like that, we can change it back. It's pretty easy. So let's go back in here again. Any section you want. So let's go here. Book a call. That's a button. If we go in here, we click this, it's going to show us the button stuff. Here's the URL that the button goes to that we've typed in, and all the different setups here. And again, advanced settings, you can do all these things too. So stop that. The divider literally is the dividing line there. What we offer, let's go check a look at that. Text, what we offer, that's the only section that's there. But look right below there, we got another text section. And going to the site, how that works is, look at that, these are little tabs there. And how do we do that? Look at that, add new tab. We've actually created those tabs there. If we want to change the content of the tab, here's our title. And if we go further here, here's the same interface that the old WordPress used to always use, and it's still active and still being used within the module itself. It makes this a little bit easier to people who have some experience in using WordPress. Again, the advanced design settings happen here this way as well. We can actually make the tab text different colors, and hey, change background colors for the tab if you really wanted to. Lots that you can do. There's so many different things. Now here you see a little thing here. It says insert modules. What's that for? Well, I'll just give you a quick look at it. Clicking that, look at that. We can add so many different things very easily with this builder. Quite often, it's just a text that you need to add. Click on that, and it's going to add there. In this case, say we wanted to add an image. All we have to do is actually find the image button, click that, select the image. Oops, I'm not going to do a download. We're going to just use one that's already existing for fun. And let's just say this one. That sounds good. I'm going to set that image. Bang, there it is. If we save that, that image suddenly will appear below the tabs. Let me just kind of go here. Right underneath here. Now it'll end up making that too big, so we're not going to actually add that one there because we have an image section set below already. And look at that. Editing that image, very simple. Hit the hamburger menu. Click the upload image, change those things. We can also add titles and alternative text and so on and so forth. We can add it so that if you click on the image, it opens in a light box. You can see it bigger. So many wonderful things that you can actually do with this. We'll clear that one there. A blurb. A blurb is, well, let's go to Vision here. There's a blurb, and it has a little icon to the left side. The icon can be changed. Let's go take a look at that. We've said use the icon in this case. We've picked the icon we're going to use. There it is right there. We've decided the icon is going to be white. It's going to be a circle if we click that on, and it's going to be in red. We're not going to show the circle border, and we're going to place it left. Oh, we can put it on the top too. And we can even change the animation, how that image shows up, which is kind of fun. The text is going to be dark, and put that in the center, and there's our text that we've put in there. Awesome. Not going to save again, many changes. So that's the basics there on that. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to go back to regular pages. Oh, I have to decline a phone call there. That's funny. Okay, we're going to go back to the regular pages here. Did I click that? I'm not sure. Let's click it again just to be safe. So what we're going to do there, I'm going to just show you a basic content page. So let's go to, you know what? Let's go to the owner of the company. We're going to take a look at her page. And while we're doing that, let's go to actual team, and we're going to see her regular page here live as well, so we can see what those changes are. Again, some of these changes and things to do, and I think I've mentioned this to most clients, is, you know what, don't feel scared or afraid of changing things on the site and things. Just please go in and take a look. It's not going to hurt, and until you hit that update button, let's go right here, scroll this over here, until you hit this update button right here on the right hand side, nothing is really going to affect your site, and it's okay. So back here, this is the way the whole Divi thing works. Here's our content. So we have these two buttons. Now, back here on the builder, check this out. Anything that's green, it's what's called global content, or a global section, if you will, a global module. That global one means anything you change in that green one will change that section on every single page of the site. It's done that way so you can have repetitive things all over the site and make it really easy to make the changes. For instance, let's say we decide that we don't want the book a call to go to this page, which is a calendar thing, but we actually want it to go to the contact page. We can change that here, and it will change on every single page of the site. Or say we don't want to do book a call, we want to say book with us. We just change that type there, and then we save it. Really simple. Again, all those different settings there are very much like previous. If it's green, it's global. It changes everywhere. That's the whole thing. Now I go down here a bit further. You'll see we have text and bar counters here. Sorry, what's that one there? Text, bar counters. What are those? Coaching, productivity increase, company growth. What could that be? Well, there it is right there. Coaching, productivity increase, company growth. Kind of neat little feature. It's fun. This is a lot of text in there. That's why it ends up carrying down so far. So you can see the way this is changed. I'm going to get out of here. Or set up, sorry. It's set up here, you know, in a basically it's 2/3, 1/3 page. Let's take a look here. I'm going to click this area here. This is the same on all of the sections of the site. Click that, and look, you can actually change the layout to add 4 sections, 3 sections, 2/3, 1/3 section, 1/3, 2/3 section, half and 2/4, different quarter ones. It's a great way of being able to set up different areas of your site. In this case, we're not going to change anything, but it gives you an idea of how it's all set up. So if we go to the page, look at this. Here's your 2/3. Here's your 1/3 with the picture. Here's your 2/3 here. Here's your 1/3 with the details underneath. Here's your 2/3 happening with all these, and it stretches and makes things all work together really nicely. Down further here, we have what might be called your feature areas or your, I guess feature boxes. There we go. Sorry, got to stretch all over the place. Feature boxes is what that is. And the feature boxes, the way that those are set up here, is straight down here, also called blurb in this case. Again, go into here, you decide you want to change it. It says timely support. Copy that, put this, make it there, save. Look at that, now it says timely support. Kind of cool. But when editing all the text in here, this is as simple as going down here and editing text. Okay, here you notice that this is done as a heading here. These are done with bullets. This here is just regular text. We can change the color of the text. We can do anything we want in here, just like the basic WordPress interface works. It is set up that way on purpose to make it easier for those who have had lots of experience with WordPress. Here you notice there's a call to action. Let's go down to that call to action here. Don't be shy, get in touch. That's really good. Well, say our client here gets sick of using don't be shy. We can go change that right here. And we can just say get in touch instead. In this case, the button isn't going anywhere though. We don't want that. You see there? So what we're going to actually do is we're going to go to the Contact Us page. I just want to find the URL. Yes, done on purpose. I'm going to copy the URL. That's just off the screen here. Don't worry, that's okay. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to paste that right there. There we go. I'm now going to say save and exit. So what's going to happen now is this page, when they click that, it's going to go to, you guessed it, the Contact Us page. So that's really good. So just going back really quickly, if I click this right now, this is before the change is taken active, it just stays on the same page. So now I'm going to refresh this. And the refreshing of the page will take place momentarily. There we go. And we're going to scroll down to the bottom. Now if we look at this, and if you take a look here, you can actually see in the bottom bar here, it says Contact Us. When we click that, it goes to the Contact Us page. Now there's one thing that was a little bit different there. See how this is centered and the other one wasn't. Well, let's go back in there and say, you know what? I kind of like it centered. Let's change this. So we scroll down to the call to action there, which is that area. We go, okay, we want it centered, and look how easy it is. We want it center. Save, exit. Again, update, always update. Until you click that update, nothing changes on the page. And once the update is completed, okay, reload, it's completed. I'm going to go here, I'm going to refresh this page now, and we will see that going over here from our left, and it should end up right here in the center instead. Bang, there we go. Look at that. Much better, like the way that looks. It's got a much more uniform thing. Now you notice these changes, these things here. We have some stuff here that is, it's called lorem ipsum. It's filler stuff is what it is. Okay, the stuff we put back up on the site just before we did this, just so you could see this actually. The way this works, and I forgot to point it out earlier, you can go in and you can change, this is an image that's been uploaded. You can go and change the text here. change text here. There you go, and all that sort of stuff. For this particular page, what we're going to do is actually remove that section. Now, the last thing I want to bring up is hold it. What if you wanted to add that section back again in the future? Well, in this case, one, I have actually deleted it. So, you know, we're going to have to recreate. That's what it comes down to. There's a couple ways we can do some things otherwise, though. First of all, let's go here and add standard section. We're going to say we want it quarters. There you go. It sets it up just like we said as far as for that page. We say insert module. We're going to make it a blurb. We're going to make this one say timely whatever. Okay. We're going to add an icon in there. We're going to change that. We can change that icon to be this here. We can make sure that that icon, we're going to make it blue. We're going to put it to the left. This is just how we can go and add all these different things. And once we save and exit, that blurb goes there. And then we can add 3 more. Let's say, of course, we like the settings of this one here and want to maintain that in all of them. This here, clone. Clone that, drag that into place. Bang, we have a new one. Change the title to the new title. Change the icon to something different so it's not all the same. Boom. And save that one. We now have a different one. Again, if you want to, go down, change the blurb to whatever you like. And there it is. So that's how you can work with the modules and the different sections and stuff. I'm going to get rid of that one because that was just for our sake, for going on through some of the test areas. And we're just going to save this. And that pretty much concludes most of our page or our editing the page information here on this video. Again, it was a very basic one, but it was intended to do so just because this is for basic editing. We'll go into more detail as required. If you've got any ideas or any things that you'd like to be actually seeing videos for, please give us an email. Drop an email to greg@theimagestop.com and let us know what you'd like. We'll get a video out so you can find out how to do those things, or we may even have one. We can forward it to you. We've got a bunch already made and done and ready, and love to do that just to help the clients out. So thanks a lot. Take care and have a good one. And remember, image is everything. Take care, guys.